Hey, I'm back. Happy New Year. It's 2021, and you know the deal, Superflight. Alright, I don't know if you came here from like Newgrounds or you just clicked on it because you're here on my super secret second channel, Wavetro, that doesn't have the word Wavetro in it in case this gets bigger than the other one, and I don't want a channel bigger than the original called Wavetro 2 because it'll look ugly. Alright, that was a really fucking convoluted intro, but anyways, this time, as you can probably tell, I'm a little less depressed this time and also a little more prepared because I have this piece of paper here of all the stuff I want to talk about, so it's less annoying for me to make those timestamps. Yeah. Okay, so where do I start? Yep, 2021. Stickmen 2020 is done. And at the time of recording this, I'm at 9,300 subscribers. And yeah, holy shit. Right? Like just 2 years ago, I was only at, like what? Less than 1,000? Well, 2 years ago, actually, the channel didn't even exist. It existed like March 2019 or some shit. But man, it's just thank you. And I especially really want to shout out, like, what is it? There's like people I always used to see in the replies on Twitter that are also like popping up in like the YouTube comments. Like I recognize the usernames, their profile pictures, and like Twitter, Newgrounds, or just like everyone like just coming back again to see the finale, which I'm glad they did because the finale and the compilation video, they all get fucked by my statistics. But granted, they're like it's a long ending, so that's just how it is. But either way, I originally wanted to edit this and add like screen caps of people saying, "Hey, I've always seen you floating around during the beginning of the year, and I see you now at the finale, and I just want to say thank you for sticking around." But I feel like I wouldn't be able to shout out everyone anyway. So, but either way, the point is, if you've been around for a bit and you've been like directly commenting on me and like, "Oh, we're here for the finale," I see you and I appreciate you. So thank you. Yeah, it's not quite 10K yet. I actually ordered a 10K button, but I'm not opening it. I'm not looking at it. I don't even know if it's actually. I don't even know if the guy ripped me off, but I trust him. I ordered a button, and I'm not gonna open it till I hit 10K. So we'll see how that turns out. And I really wanted to get like a. Well, actually, I'll show you the button I wanted when I actually do get to unbox it. But there's like a different one I wanted that looks so purposefully bootleg that would have been amazing. But either way, yeah, I'm sitting and waiting, twiddling my thumbs for when I eventually hit 10K, which is also something. What is it? Not just something. Ooh, nearly hit that wall there. It's it's a long time coming. Just being in the shadow of fucking stop motion videos as a kid. It's also kind of humiliating to live your life thinking that your YouTube peak was Go-Go's stop motion. So Go-Go's the toy series from the Cooler Now Enter 3 channel. Not saying that they're bad, but it's just like I did it by accident, and that's how I peaked. I really couldn't live with myself with that thought, and that's why when I picked up 3D, I was trying so hard to find that peak again with robot underscore. But wait, I should stick to the topic list. Okay, so thank you for hitting 10K. Check. Next one. Being one of the fastest. Oh, let me talk Newgrounds. Yeah, so Newgrounds. Being one of the fastest growing on Newgrounds at one point came at the cost of not having the Newgrounds mindset. Over 2,500 fans in 1 year, and oh shit, sorry, I wrote a lot for this bullet point. Only 2,500 fans in 1 year, front page twice in 1 day. Okay, yeah. So like, if you're here from Newgrounds, you probably saw that I put the enticing title. Check out my full video ramble, and about how I blew up on Newgrounds over the past year was both a good thing and a bad thing. And the thing I just want to talk about is just like this one issue I had when I first started posting the Stickmen series on Newgrounds, is that I thought every single review for it would be like the occasional ones I get of just saying, yeah, this is funny and all, but you're not really animating. You're not really putting all your heart and soul into every facet of the artistic process, and it doesn't feel like the Newgrounds spirit, right? I remember one review said that, and it kind of stuck with me because like that's what I thought how everyone's gonna react to it. But everyone on Newgrounds loved it, like the Newgrounds podcast love it. That made Phantom Arcade and Tom Fulp see it. They loved it, and then they started front paging like every single episode since Hackers, and I was like, wow, So there's a bit of an imposter syndrome thing I have, like sort of unresolved, because like with me being, I really have a hard time calling myself like animator and artist, just because like I really like finishing the video, like the final product, more than actually making it, or even at least I like the final vision, or like the writing process. Well, not so much the writing process, but just like just having like that final finished idea, more than the actual process. And for that, it feels like kind of like a fraud. Like I talked about this before in like my last depressed Superflight gameplay, right? When I was going, hey, I don't really feel like a real artist because I'm not interested in anatomy and improving myself and bettering myself in visual techniques and all that. I just wanted to make videos because, you know, that's how I first started. Just made videos for fun, and then I picked up 3D to make more of those. A cool one. To make even slightly cooler videos, but all the artistic shit, and then like you go on, you try to do tutorials, and you like look at other people's art, and you just feel super intimidated because they're super passionate about that. But if there's anything I've kind of learned and kind of resolved, it's that, you know what, that's not what I'm good at, and that's okay. You know, I just got to do my own thing. You know, play with the hand you have. Less is more. That type of shit. You know, it's like if you're shit at I don't know, video editing, make videos where you don't need to edit that much. If you're shit with writing a story, then, you know, stick to making art and character designs and whatever, right? If you're a guy named Wavetro and you like just writing the funny part but not so much the animating, then just oh shit, no, that would've been cool. Just then design 3D animated characters that are deliberately meant for you to just kind of like animate them as lazily as possible. Even if you catch the ire of like Newgrounds, a safe haven for quality over quantity. We're gonna get to that, but yeah, that's like kind of the main motivation of like why I thought Newgrounds wouldn't like Stickmen at first, and like how some people still don't like it, and that's okay. They're not allowed. They're allowed to not like it, because, you know, it's like this is like Newgrounds is like this bastion of where, in a world where the internet is just getting bigger and bigger and noisier, quantity is the way you have to stick out now. Not just because like quantity is like makes more money than quality, but more just like you need quantity to just stay noticed, because like you could make the most high quality thing in the world, I guess kind of like I did, but if you just don't have a big reach, or you don't spread it out into like multiple videos and just keep leaning into quantity, you're gonna get lost in the white noise of the internet. That's just the reality of it. It's not so much a quality versus quantity debate more. It's just like you need quantity for people to see you, because there's so many people out there. And, you know, so where was I going with this? So yeah, fucking getting, because, you know, in Newgrounds terms, from what I understand, getting 100,000 subscribers on YouTube is equivalent of getting 1,000 fans on Newgrounds. So getting like, what is it? I think the count right now is according to like 2,700 fans in like a year. It's like, holy shit, right? Because like there's like some, even the biggest creators on Newgrounds on there are like also in the same range as I am. Here I am, this jackass with Stickmen also just showed up in their league in like less than a year, and like, hey guys, how's it going, right? Had I kept that weekly momentum going up, I could have probably hit 10,000 and then broken to the top 50, even though like most of the top 50 is fucking porn artists, let's be honest. It's like a top 50 thing, although I gotta hand it to what's his face, Crinkles, the guy who does like the madness animations. But, you know, back to the point. I don't want to like rant. I don't want to like take a jab at like porn artists or anything. It's actually the funny thing was like, I remember the day, what is it? You could probably look this up on Wayback Machine. Like fucking on the day I released Bankrupt, or at least no, the day I posted the Stickmen 2020 collection on Newgrounds, there was a on the sidebar, there's like a top 5 videos every day, and porn isn't supposed to get there, but one accidentally slipped through, and I was like, haha, that's funny. It's some stupid Chinese New Year cow showing your titties, and it was like, and then I went to his profile and I realized, oh shit, wait, he favorited the video Bankrupt. He watches my fucking videos, and it's just so funny because it's just this fucking wall of porn, and then sticking out in the middle of it is just my fucking, it's just my fucking thumbnails. I thought that was the coolest shit. Anyways, where was I going with this? Yeah, I kind of went on a ramble and a tangent there. Yeah, I kind of had like this imposter syndrome thing of like, man, I got really big on Newgrounds because it's meant to be a site of quality over quantity, and yet here I am coming in with quantity and abusing the goodwill of the site. But looking back, I'd say, I guess the end kind of justifies the means. As in, you know, I really didn't intend to. Well, that's where I was gonna go with this. I don't intend to be a quantity guide for like the sake of, hey, look at me, I'm important. Keep me in your mind and thought every single day. You know, it's just that's even though it's like, you know, the primary reason other people do it, you know, to not get lost from people's mind as they use the internet day to day. But the real reason why is actually transitions perfectly in the next bullet point and the next timestamp. The reason why I relied so much on quantity was because I wanted to just finish stuff before it got stale in my head. You know how like there's those, I don't know if it's with you guys or like maybe just a stereotype with artists or people, just any sort of creative endeavors in general. You say like, haha, I got so many projects and I haven't finished a single one, right? That type of shit is like, check out these projects I finished, but I have like 200 more that I've never finished, right? And it's like, oh shit, I think I broke the game. Oh, never mind. I thought I fucking broke the game there. But meanwhile, the thing with me is that if I put down a project, I may never be able to pick it up again because it'll just be so stale to me, and it's just so like unappealing for me to continue working on that. If I just stop it there, I'm never gonna finish it because like I'm gonna just find so many things wrong with it. I'm just gonna be tired by saying I don't want to touch this anymore. put this thing on hold for a reason. It's because it sucks. Let me just do something new. So the reason why I focused on quantity so much is because once I had an idea, it was just a race to finish and complete the video before I got tired of it, or I got nitpicky of it, or if I got like, if I got like, I don't know, fuck am I going with this? Shit, wait, can I do that again? Let me do that again. Okay, so, fuck, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so the reason why Stickmen was such a frequent show, not only because it was like, you know, it gets like a lot of traction because it's a show of quantity on YouTube and Twitter, which of course the show was designed to like also spread virally on Twitter, even though Twitter has kind of went to shit, as you remember from the last video. But the thing is, like, I do that because I don't want to get tired of my ideas and not finish them. I just want them out, I just want them done, because at the end of the day, every artist knows this. It's important that you actually finish, right? What's so great about building the greatest thing in the world, and it's just like, guys, it's almost done. It's almost done. I'm going to get it out. It's going to be done. Trust me, guys. And then you just never do. Oh, shit, this one's cool. I love these vertical ones. Ooh. Can I go to that? Oh, fuck! Again. Wait, I got this. Let me go to this one, actually. Fuck. I got it. Woo! Shit. Oh. Balls. Okay, why didn't I get an awesome for that? That was pretty fucking awesome. Give me an awesome for this one. Yep, there we go. Ooh, that's big money. That's big money. Cha-ching. Cha-ching. So yeah, that's how to wrap up that bullet point. The Stickmen 2020 was a show that I wanted to like be easy to make and not like be high quality in every single episode. Because, you know, it's like a puppet show. It's sort of quality in its own way, but it's not like traditionally high quality. And that was on purpose, you know. Because I didn't want to crank them out so fast because I wanted to like take over everyone's attention span. I did it because I wanted to do it before my ideas just got boring to me and before I would just abandon them forever. So that's that. Oh god, I hope this is recording. Because I'm doing really good. Oh shit, that's a cool fucking 45-degree angle shit. Okay, I'm gonna have to try to read this paper while I haphazardly skydive through the sky. Deadly fear of letting project not because I want to be. Okay, yeah, did that one. Next, tried to have both quality and quantity, and fucked myself over with health and confidence. Okay, so now you're thinking like, okay, so obviously there's a big gap in uploads. Like even I deliberately mentioned it in like the script of Bankrupt, right? It's just like, you know, in the news report where it's like, since May of 2020, there have only been 2 new releases. So you're saying something happened in the summer, right? Something must have, and you kind of already know part of it, right? You know, like the Patreon didn't work out. I said like, hey, I don't really want to do this, and I also don't want to take people's money for no reason, so I'm just gonna close it off. But obviously, there's a little more to that because if that gun had actually gone better, the Patreon, or if maybe not even that, but the Patreon like being too much work for me to handle was one of the reasons why that woke me up to this reality. But the reality was that like if I ever wanted Stickmen 2020 and Wave Show to be my job, I would have to turn on ads. I would have to resort to sponsorships. It would literally be the only way to like fucking have it as my job at all, right? Even like fucking Flash Kids, you know, the people that make what's it? Musk and Joey and fucking racist Mario, that fucking video, yeah, those guys. You know, they're actually pretty funny, like that one and the Simpsons one. Anyways, on Newgrounds they post their video like, you know, just normally, but then you see the YouTube one and they have like their skit of a YouTube ad. Yeah, they have like a skit of their YouTube sponsor, right? And you know, that's fine and all, but like for my videos, they're so short, they're supposed to like come in and just hit you quickly with jokes, and then they just end giving you time to just laugh at what you had. I just fucking hate the idea of just like corrupting that, well not corrupting, but like ruining that, you know, that formula by sticking in, hey guys, this is sponsored by NordVPN, oh, Audible, and there's actually a funny thing, as someone who's a fucking cheapskate, the number one rule I've learned with like fucking YouTube sponsors is that if you like a YouTube sponsor, go buy a different company that makes the same thing, because that sounds kind of cruel. Obviously, like, buy something if you want to support the creator, but don't buy something specifically if you like the product itself, because chances are, if they're spending the money on, this is going to sound really cruel, but chances are if they're spending the money on like on direct YouTube sponsorships, that's resources they could have went into like making better customer service or better product. I know that sounds like fucking might be like a stupid take or something, but That's just been my rule, because like what NordVPN has been huge for a while, and then it gets hacked, and then it's actually, if you go on Reddit saying what's the best VPN, no one ever says NordVPN because it's just this suspicious. Well, not suspicious. It's just like it's really not the best because like they're spending all their money. Ooh, 17,000. Really spending all their money on getting their name out there rather than building a quality product. By the way, if you want a better VPN, I recommend Mullvad, MULLVAD. You can like it's only like $6 a month, €5, and it's like you can use it with 5 different devices at the same time, and like you don't have to worry about a password. It's like, and you never see a YouTube ad sponsor for it because they're busy making the product actually good. Anyways, rant about that over. But not to discredit other people's livelihoods, but I'm just saying for my own purposes, for Stickmen 2020, it just wouldn't have worked because it would have just been felt fake. It would have, like I said in the bankrupt video, it would have ruined comedic integrity. It would just ruin what made my channel so good. And then at that point, that's what kind of like made me depressed, along with like realizing that the Patreon was taking away resources that I should have spent making the actual videos. It was that, hey, this can't happen. Wave Show can never be a commercial thing. It always has to be just a hobby, because if you want it to be commercial, you have to take your life's work and just sell it out. And I just did not want that idea. And so that kind of made me depressed for a while, and I didn't make any videos. And then Fall Guys happened, and I got addicted to Fall Guys. That was fun while it lasted, though. I can't get into Among Us. I fucking suck at lying, dude. But, yeah, I think that's that. Let me see. I really shouldn't be, like, texting and driving. I mean, well, flying and reading a piece of paper. Oh, yeah, so tried to have what's going on, fuck myself over. Oh wait, I actually talked about the wrong thing. My bad. Okay, let me go to the actual bullet point. Let me talk about another reason why I stopped the show this year instead of continued it. Was because not only because I lost my momentum, like I think I could have picked it back up, but the big reason was that it was eating away at my life so much. So there's quality, there's quantity, and then there's mental sanity. Pick two, and I picked quality and quantity this year because I've never. Oh, this is a fucking sick level, dude. Holy shit. Too bad we'll never see it again. I'm not going to save any of these codes. Enjoy it while it lasts. What I was going to say is, fuck, my head's itchy. Maybe I will actually open the code up and you can play this level if you have this game. Superflight, it's like a few bucks on Steam. It's so great for, like, therapeutic shit. Well, it has therapeutic qualities, but, it's just fun to dig around in. Sorry about that burp. Ugh. Fucking... Okay, so, obviously, I know I said earlier that Stickmen 2020 was designed to be a quantity show from the beginning, but there's still a degree of quality I have to put in to make sure, the timing is good, because I'm absolutely picky with my videos. Like, just today, there's like a server event where everyone was like picking out YouTube videos to watch, and I was just such a judgmental asshole about it. I was like, guy, it's just like, I'm so sorry if you're there or if you submitted anything, but like, I'm just so fucking picky with how comedic timing is done and like how to structure a joke and like what's funny and what's isn't. Obviously, like, that doesn't make me want to not watch anything, right? I'm not like, I'm just like, that's the pickiness that I use to like develop my own style, right? That basically mean like I'm just a really fucking picky asshole when it comes to like making my videos and the wording and the timing and all that. I guess that's what gives it a more distinct style that I've developed over time. But the point being is that it still requires energy, and that's why when I say like quantity, quality, mental sanity, pick two, I still have to pick quality if I want something good, while also cranking out a quantity. So, and yeah, I did a lot of all-nighters. I've been like crippling my time hanging out with friends. And I think I mentioned this before, like I still have an insecurity about how like I'm kind of bad at most video games because I spent like the past 5 years of my life looking for a 3D show. Just worrying about how can I make 3D work with YouTube. Oh god, oh god, oh god. And then one day I finally get Stickmen 2020, and then when I realize, can I make this my job? And the answer is no. It's just kind of like, I built up to 5 years for this. I made Robot _, abandoned that channel, came back as Wave Churro, tried again, finally got Stickmen 2020, think this is my future. I make the realization that I have to commercialize this shit, all for this, just like this fucking realization. This level kind of looks like Cavefolder. Ah, fuck, I lost my train of thought. Shit. Let's see, Ambition Woman. Oh yeah, so, yeah, I just kind of like, I'm glad looking back on it. I can get away with this since I'm young. Like I'm fucking 21, right? 21 and a half in a bit, but the fucking point is that, oh shit. What the fuck? keep getting cut off from my train of thought. You know what? After this one, I'll share like the codes to the levels so you guys can play this. Okay, but to get real, I fucked over my health last year to finish those videos on time. First with the Thursday schedule, then I had to abandon the Thursday schedule. I still get pissed when people ask me what happened to your Thursday schedule. Fuck you! It's hard to make these videos. Not actually. Fuck you. I know you don't. I know you don't know because I haven't explained it all to you. But fuck, I hate it when people go like, "What happened to videos every Thursday?" It's because I'm losing my fucking mind making these, dude. Right? I have to lose. I look like back in like the beginning of the year when I was on the hot streak. I was so excited that after 5 years, I finally found like a way to make 3D work with YouTube. That I would just do nothing else but like I wouldn't hang out with friends. I barely talk to my family. I would just wake up, work on a video, post it, go back to sleep, repeat. That was like that's even though it looked like I was at my peak back then, that was really my life. It was just fucking depressing. And to be honest, if I wanted to be a loner, going back to weekly uploads would be a great way to make sure I die alone. You know? So yeah, quantity and picking two, quantity, quality, mental sanity. I picked the first two, not the last, and so it just caught up to me. I was like, hey, if this isn't even gonna be my job in the future, and it's already like basically a round the clock job, like 16 hours a day doing it, it's like, well, I should just end this show while it's still good, you know? Have the show die a hero instead of live long enough to become a fucking shill. Sounds good to me, right? Man, I've gone through like so many different shows. Like, I think I've tried like 5 different ideas over, not even 5, maybe like 5 or 6 or 8 different video ideas in 3D that all take forever to make before I finally got Stickmen 2020. Because I was just trying to whittle my way down, to, like try to find like the fastest. What's the thing I can like? How much quality can I cut back down to make quantity happen? So that's like, as I was doing like the robot_ channel, that's how much I was like trying to whittle down. Not whittle down. Why do I keep saying fucking whittle down? I had like started with stuff that's like really high quality and takes forever. You know, idiots.exe. Canceled that show and I kept trying to like lower and lower the quality more and more while still being like, you know, high quality 3D channel, because I figured the gap in the market is that there's no big name 3D channel on YouTube. Oh my god, it could be me. And then I, you know, wasted all this time trying to find it, and it would have been a waste if I never found it. But eventually I miraculously did last year, and yeah. So I'm trying to name all the shows off the top of my head that I canceled. It was like idiots.exe, the NAND video, which also had the Waders and Water video. There's also Turtle and Bird, which, by the way, I know I said I want to come back to that one, but I don't really want to at this point. It's like so generic to have like Turtle and Bird. You can look that up on robot_, by the way, if you want to know what that is. Turtle and Bird. There's also Fix the Dog. There was also, it's basically all on robot_. And then on Wavetro, there was like I thought the Discord video would be the big one. Like, yes, I found it. However, if I had gone with that Discord series, like, you know, We Made a Pizza, that series, I wouldn't have been able to post those on Newgrounds. So either way, those are also too much of a huge undertaking, even though it felt easier. And what other series did I cancel? Cavefolder is not canceled. I'll get to that. And what is it? I think those are the only couple series I can really remember. If there's anything I'm missing, then it was probably canceled or scrapped, because the only 2 noteworthy shows are Stickmen 2020, which is the first time I finished a show in my life, which is like my fucking peak in life right now. I'll die if I die tomorrow, I'll be happy knowing that I finished Stickmen 2020. Like, I'm really fucking ecstatic, because if you think about it, I was almost like 5 years in the making. And then there's Cavefolder, which I will get to. But anyways, that ends that bullet point of it's a really long-winded rant of yeah, I'll call this timestamp quantity, quality, sanity, pick 2. Okay, so next one. Let me get my pen, because I accidentally switched these 2 around. Got a long way down to go this list. So swear to God, I'll be so fucking mad if this isn't recording. Let me check, actually. Oh, thank God it's recording. Okay, oh yeah, I also have to address, like, what is it? If you haven't seen it before, I've been on like the Newgrounds podcast, and I also got interviewed by the YouTube Wikitubia, where it's like a Wikipedia for YouTubers. That was pretty cool when they put me in. And I thought I'd have to go back there and like address things that are no longer true, but honestly, not much is different. Like with the podcast, I didn't want to go back and listen to the entire thing before I recorded this, but actually, no, let me not talk about the podcast first, but the Wikitubia interview. If you didn't know that, I got interviewed by, you know, the wiki for YouTubers, because, you know, that's pretty cool that someone found me and made an entire Wikipedia, not a Wikipedia, but like a wiki article about me, and they got it down to a really good detail, and even found the side channels and everything. That was really fucking cool of them to do. Shout out to, I forgot his name off the top of my head, but he was also the one doing the interview. Anyways, links to both of those are down below. But in the Wikitubia interview, I'd say the thing that's outdated is like the list of YouTubers I like said that inspired me. Half of those YouTubers I don't watch anymore, or aren't even the same anymore, because like I never really had a single YouTuber idol for more than like 5 years or 3 years, or not, yeah, no more than 3 years, because like my YouTube habits are always constantly changing. I'm never like really attached to one thing. I guess it's for the better. I didn't like end up being a clone of someone. But let's go down here. Oh yeah, but the basic thing to note about like the podcast and the Wikitubia is if there's anything about me talking about my future plans, by now it's outdated. Like the Wikitubia thing was right before the car crash with the Patreon and the realization that, hey, this is not going to be my job. I'd have to sell out if I ever want this to be my job. There will never be enough Patreon people to make this a sole purpose of living, right? Or I'd have to sell $25 shirts. Oh, speaking of shirts, I'll get to that, but you know, just like finding ways to like just squeeze. It feels like squeezing money at people. I know people saying like, dude, you work hard, like you deserve like my money or something. But it's like, I know, but I don't have to fucking like put you in a goddamn like orange squeezer and just crush the shit out of you. That's like fucked up. I'm not like an idol or a video god. I'm just a guy who just makes videos, you know. That's also one of my favorite things to do, by the way. I was like talking about that on my server, was that whenever someone's like, oh my god, you're Wave Tro, or oh my god, you're Robot Underscore, or Cooler Now 123, oh, you're my idol. It's always like fun to like just talk with them and then just pop the idol bubble and say, be like, hey, let's just chat. I'm a normal guy, and just having them realize, oh, he's a normal guy, or whatever else they take away from that, instead of no longer idolizing me as this distant figure. That's like one of my favorite things to do. Fucking yeah, that was a short bullet point, but yeah. Check out the Wikitubia text interview and the audio podcast interview on Newgrounds if you're interested in that. But yeah, about, I guess, hearing more of my voice or reading more of my thoughts. But just know that the stuff about my future is now outdated with the realization I had over the summer. Fuck. What's next? Oh, I already actually knocked that one out too with that bullet point. I'm not looking at the screen right now. I hope I don't die. Please don't die. I think that's all the bad stuff taken out of the way. I think it's just uphill from here. Is that everything? I mean, it's been a fucking amazing past week, but I'll get into that in a sec. I hope I remember to get that in a sec. I'm trying to read this fucking. Hang on, sorry. I need to look at this. I'm losing my spot on my list. Yeah, okay. I guess I can get to my final thoughts, right? Because it's been a good ending. So, like I said earlier, if I die tomorrow, I'll be happy, because I finally did it. I fucking beat my younger self, my 10-year-old self, at his game of making a series or some original animation that people watch, and also being bigger than that thing, right? Because Robot Underscore never got bigger than Cooler Now 123. But here I am. Here comes Wave Tro, the golden boy. I'll never change my username again. I've done it. I have completed like a fucking magnum opus. I've done everything I want to do that show. Everyone really likes how each episode turned out. And yeah, I did it, you know? Just, wow. I fucking like, did all this time and just, you know, wondering if I'll ever get it, or just like throwing away having a normal life, because I'm just having this one-dimensional life of only thinking about this stuff, and even then it doesn't turn out that high quality. I did it. I can just kind of rest these weary bones after all these years. Oh. Can I get an awesome? No, fucking Christ. Give me 2. Come on. Let's go in this portal instead. Ooh. Oh, fuck. I forgot to look at the... Wait, I want to show you guys the code maps. What's the... No, shit. Are they lost? These are all my old maps. Oh, I think I lost them. Ah, fuck. I'm an idiot. Sorry, guys. Those maps are gone forever. I'm a fucking dumbass. Whatever. Let's actually... It's actually a good way to like make, you know, like those YouTube video essays where they have like the title cards for chapter markers. I could do like... Okay. Oh, there we go. Now, I know that sentence sounded a little depressing, but, you know, it's true. After all this time, I'm just glad that I made something, you know, people enjoyed, more people enjoyed than, like, the stop motions, and if that's my peak in life, then I'll be happy with it. Of course, though, I think I'm obviously gonna do better, but first I have to, like, I'm gonna talk about the future in a second, but, you know, bottom line being, I'm just proud I did it, you know, after all this time. All this toil and like stuff, and like I'm so happy it also happened before I finished college. You know, imagine if it was like this took me 20 years. You know, because even after accomplishing this, I still have to like, it's still not like big in the scheme of the internet, but still it's big to me. It's important to me. That's why, you know, like at the news report at the beginning of Bankrupt got so personal, because it was like I waited years for this. I hope I can somehow communicate that subconscious feeling to you with the premise of Bankrupt, but this is really special to me, and just, you know, thank you. And when I get to open that 10,000 subscriber player button, I think that's going to be like my most prized possession. More so if it ever hits 100,000 or a million, you know. Just that 10,000 button, because that was like the big year. That was the year I figured it all out, and I just did it. I made a series, and yeah, I'm proud of Stickmen 2020. I'm gonna go silent for a bit so I can just let those words hit a little harder. I don't want to like talk in circles again. You're already getting my point here, so. Let me actually create a map. Silence for a bit. Okay, intermission over. I don't think it's like those words are that profound, but you know, I'm trying to drive home the point. So, that's all the heavy shit out of the way, you know? So let's talk about more, I guess, what's next? Walking away happy this time instead of defeated or failed after such so long. Yep, check. The future. Alright, let's talk the future, baby. So, next step is, you know, now what? You know, Stickmen 2020's done. And all you really know that I've told you about is, hey, I'm gonna do Cavefolder next. But when exactly is that? Can you tell us anything it'll be like? Can you just give us more details about it? The answer is that, not really. All I can tell you right now is that it's not gonna be in 2021. I'm sorry. I really want to take some time off and like actually figure out how I'm gonna make money myself. You know, because you know I actually have to move out of my parents' house. I want to get out of here as fast as possible. I finished college this spring, and I need to worry about money. And I already said I don't want to squeeze money out of Wavetro. Although I have to address the shop later, but other than that, you know, as a career, it can't be Wavetro. So what's gonna be with Cavefolder? Cavefolder, it could be 2 years away. It could be 3 years. Probably maximum 4 years from now. 3 or 4 years, maybe 3, right? Maximum 3 years away from now, or 4. Okay, fucking, I don't want to throw numbers at you, but basically, Cavefolder is still a long way away, and I have not touched it since, and I don't want to touch it yet, because Cavefolder, right? It's a show with potential, and it's a show I also want to finish. You know, oh, I finished 1 series. Why not do 2? You know, why stop there? Because like, great idea, except I gotta come back to reality for a second. I threw away most of my life and most of my chances to already have a lucrative career to find like this unlikely spot, this unlikely series that might never exist. And then it did exist, but it took me years to find it. And now that it's done, you know, I'll always be happy with wherever I go in life. But now I actually have to worry about where I do go in life. So, but just know the future is Cavefolder, and even though it won't come out this year for sure, I will be sure to like return to it, because you know, Wavetro, it's like my, you know, personal channel of just stuff I want to share, of like my 100% uncompromised identity and I guess intentions, not tainted by commerciality. You know, I really fucking hate the term content creator. You know, I think I talked about that before. Just calling shit content, I fucking hate it so much. And it just kind of like translates into my attitudes of how to run Wavetro. You know, it's just like, okay, if I can't make enough money running this just from the simple generosity of people, because let's face it, you know, it's like, of course it's stupid to like only have a living on Patreon. And also shout out to sponsors, they did a pretty good job this year, and also the CEO Cerulean, he does a good job with that service. Sorry I didn't mention earlier, but it's not enough, right? You have to like squeeze people with the store. You have to get sponsors. You have to turn on Google, YouTube ads. That's just the only way. So, actually, no, this level kind of ugly. But yeah, I'm gonna take my damn sweet time for when I come back to Cavefolder. And yeah, the only other thing I can say is I might change it entirely. Andy and Bulb Andy and Bulb, obviously they're still gonna be there, and the first episode premise is still gonna be there. But I'm probably gonna throw away the original finale idea I had, of maybe even change up the designs too. I definitely want to like not do the line art style anymore, just because it's such a fucking pain to do in Blender. It's actually like awful to work with that. It's called Blender Freestyle. It's like when you know how it makes everything look like drawn outlines. It's fucking atrocious, and they haven't updated it. So I want to maybe redesign the look of Cavefolder, and then when I do come back. But hey, obviously I'll keep it true to what got people interested in the first place. I mean, you can trust me, right? I made this show. I can, if I'm gonna tweak it, it's gonna be for the better. Okay. All right. Oh, I'm at the end. My last bullet point. So, thank you for listening to my Superflight podcast thing again. So I guess I'll just end this by saying, if you haven't seen the 40-minute compilation video of every single video of Stickmen 2020, currently my greatest life achievement, go check that out. It's fucking tanking in views, because obviously no one's going to sit down and watch the 40-minute video if they've already seen all of my videos, but you know, over time it should pick up speed, and then I'm hoping that'll get me to 10,000, because you know, like I said, I really want that 10,000 button to be like my most prized possession, more so than any other button I'll ever get. And of course I'll do an unboxing video of that on this second channel here when it is time to do that. Well, not unboxing, but like unwrapping, because it's in like this blue padded envelope. And also behind the scenes playlist. I uploaded my behind the scenes on here on this second channel. If you want to know how I make my videos, the playlist link is also down there below. What else is here? Oh, I have to talk about the store. So I know I say like I said earlier, like I don't want to squeeze people for like $25 shirts, and I also don't want to like exploit people's goodwill for money, even if they're willing to let you do that if they have the disposable income for it. But I did open a shop because what people did want was just physical keepsakes of the Stickmen videos. So I opened a shop and tried to keep the prices as low as I can. I couldn't sell mugs because shipping prices are fucking atrocious for that, and I really don't want to screw over people who are international. So that's why all orders have free international shipping. Yeah, look at that, shop.waveshow.net. I'll put that in the description too. You can buy a shirt or a hoodie, one that's either printed or one that has a stitched pattern, so it literally lasts forever, you know. That kind of shit, you know. I'm trying to look out for you, you know. Of course, I'll also try to keep it up as long as I can in case something bad happens to this shirt, and I can just hook you up with a new one. But yeah, the thing I want to say though is that trying to keep everything on there still like as cheap as I can. There's still a profit margin on that, because what is it? I anticipated this, but when I made Bankrupt, I had to use a render farm, which is like a place where you can send your files to like supercomputers to like render your video. I had to do that to get Bankrupt out on time, and it's like a last ditch effort thing. And I'm kind of fucking I kind of lost a lot of money on it because so far I've made like $160 on the store from like 20 orders. So that's pretty fucking amazing. But I've spent $260 on rendering Bankrupt. It's actually supposed to cost like 100 and fuck. Where's my note? It's actually supposed to cost me 190, but I lost another $70 on top of that trying to get the render farm to work. It was fucking terrifying at 5 a.m. like on January 31st, saying, I gotta get this out. Oh fuck, I did it wrong. Oh my god, I'm losing so much money. Oh, I'm gonna lose so much money. Oh my god. And then had the support, thankfully based in Europe, so they were ahead of me in the time zone to help me out and figure out. Great render farm, by the way, Render Street, but fucking expensive. Never use a render farm except if it's like sheep it or if it's an emergency. In this case, it was an emergency. But yeah, I'm still $100 in the hole. So if you do buy anything from the shop, just know that you're helping me recover the debt from getting Bankrupt rendered, and not just me saying, oh, cool, I made money after talking in a game of Superflight, right? So, in a way, it all kind of works out, right? The shop was meant for me to break even, and I'm slowly breaking even. Better to, like, only be $100 in the hole than $260, you know? So, yeah, thank you to everyone who bought something on the store. This is supposed to be the ending. I just went on that long-ass tangent. Let me wrap this up. Discord invite. Oh, yeah, I want to talk about this one, so remember last time I closed my YouTube channel, Robot Underscore, I had opened up a server, and oh, fly too high to the top there. I opened up a Discord server called the Robot Undiscord, and I basically gave it no rules, like, because I was in my filthy Frank face, like, no rules, say what you want, have fun, right? And it turned into like this. There was so much drama and all these fucking and all this shit and like all this horrible stuff behind the scenes. If you're like a member on the Robot Undiscord, you didn't notice much of this. You know, you probably thought, oh, I had a fun time on there, but there was so much dumpster fire shit going on like behind the scenes, and I had to sit there and watch all of it, which is why I had to eventually shut it down. But then it's cool because when I got back, when I revisited it and like built a new Discord server from scratch with the Patreon, and then I shut down the Patreon, I just opened it to the public, and all those same people came back, and all the drama is gone, and everyone's just back to normal, having fun. And the other day, like January 1st, 2021 will always be like my favorite day on the server so far, because there are like some really good gallery posts, really good memes, and like just, you know, just a fun time. It's like the server's like flourishing better than ever. So if you want to visit that, do so with the link in the description. Everyone there is super friendly and, you know, nice people. Just know that if the Discord link is expired, that must have meant that there's too many people coming in and we have to like cut it off and figure out some other way to like let people join. But yeah, if you're like watching this in the future and for whatever reason Wave Troll blows up to 3.3 million subscribers, I'm sorry, but you're probably not getting into that Discord server ever. I really doubt that though. If like, you know, if you're watching this now, it's like, oh shit, yeah, come join us. There's nice people on here. But yeah, I think that's everything. Oh yeah, one last thing. I double uploaded today, as you can see on Jinjo Gaming. Feel free to check out my tier list of all 20 of my uploads. That's right, now that I finished Stickmen 2020, I can now criticize my past work and tell you which of my videos are my favorite and which aren't, you know? I can talk about more about behind the process and all that. I'm going to use the end card. Look, there it is on screen. Okay, I have 20 seconds left to talk, but basically, yeah, check that out if you want. And, yeah, that's it. Yeah, tier list. Alright. I'm going to be gone for a while, as I said, but hope you have a good 2021.